So let's summarize 5 sort of product development challenges for products big or small that apply to anyone in this space, regardless of what they make or how big their organization is. Now, while it's been true that the products and the systems that develop and manufacture them, well, they never get simpler. The Internet of Things has made that process exponential. The products are getting very, very complex. Very soon we'll have athletic shoes, for example, that measure your weight, clothing that measures respiration and heart rate, and smart structures that change their properties automatically. Now, on the design side, increasing use of high-level analytics, especially generative design, simulation, and AI, well, that makes it necessary for product designers and project managers to think about PLM earlier than ever before. Complexity in product design and manufacturing, it's increasing. Time to market, it's short and it's getting shorter. Well, the A380 program was a major technological success with performance that met or exceeded every expectation for the airlines that fly them. And with less than half their expected airframe lies in front of them, the scrapping of A380s has already begun. Why? Well, the product development timeline for extremely complex projects like airliners is now so long that the market conditions the products are designed to serve, well, they can change fundamentally between the project greenlight and actual customer delivery. The air travel market changed from the hub and spoke model to point service with the introduction of a new generation of smaller aircraft capable of using smaller regional airports. And this, of course, is driven by the consumer demand for direct flights. Now, the result is a market forced obsolescence of a program that's only halfway through its design life in the A380. Now, any new product design that takes too long to come to market faces this risk, whether they're airliners or athletic shoes. And the risk is borne not just by the OEMs and their prime contractors, but by thousands of supplier companies making assemblies, components, tooling, and services for these projects. Development has to move faster to maintain profitability. The product lifecycle, it's cradle to grave today. This fairly pedestrian looking image, this is a BMW recycling facility where end of life vehicles are dismantled and the component parts are separated and reprocessed. Now, European nations, they're at the leading edge of government regulations that require that manufacturers have product stewardship, including dealing with the environmental effects of products at the end of their useful lives. Now, for BMW, this means changes at the front end of the design and development process, reducing the number of different grades of polymers used in vehicles, for example, and designing assemblies that can be cost effectively disassembled as easily as they're assembled. Now, in American industry, this is less common, but as environmental regulations increase, it's widely expected that the designers and builders of products will be expected to deal with them throughout their life and at the end of their lives, not just at the end as end users define it. So for manufacturers, the future product lifecycle may extend considerably past the actual end of production or even past the end of the consumer's use of the product. Products, well, this is a big one. Products are becoming services. Now, this oil field drilling complex is typical of an increasing trend in product development. The days of customers purchasing hardware and software, then using it to create value-added services for their customers, well, that's evolving. Many end users now wish to buy the outputs of the machines, not the machines themselves. So whether that's a mile of gas well, 5 million PET bottles, or delivery of a satellite into Earth orbit, companies that develop products are more than ever expected to maintain ownership and control of those assets and deliver the outputs to customers directly. Now, manufacturing as a service, like software as a service, well, that's the future, which means that product life cycles have to be considered in a different perspective. Program risks like cost overruns, obsolescence, and timeline slippage are not shared with the customer in this model, making the PLM function even more important. When the customer is buying the output rather than the equipment, it's very difficult to negotiate cost sharing for a design change or to absorb a delivery delay where the customer can simply shop elsewhere. And here's the last one. It's advanced PLM is available to everyone, big or small. It's not a challenge, it's actually an advantage. Now, that same move from manufacturing to service provider, it's happening in software as well. And the good news for small and medium-sized engineering-based enterprises is that software as a service means that advanced PLM solutions are not only affordable for SMEs, but they don't require expensive training or hardware infrastructure to support. Today's cloud-based systems are robust and they're secure, and they eliminate the time and expense associated with training and revision to in-house software. Now, PLM is essential for companies like Boeing and Toyota, as well as for the thousands of companies that supply them and the companies that in turn supply their suppliers. So, but in many ways, PLM has even more to offer for small engineering enterprises who are faced with new competitive pressures from globalization, regulation, and of course, complexity.
Now, hold on. You may be thinking, whoa, wait a minute here. You may be thinking PLM's not for me. It's not for your company because it's only for large enterprises. Well, what you're going to see is that how these PLM solutions are important and affordable for even the smallest of teams. So with cloud software as a service or SaaS delivery and prepackaged solutions for on-premise deployments, you get started with PLM quickly and, just as important, cost effectively. So cloud software as a service, or SaaS as it's often called, so software as a service delivery of PLM means that the vendor, which in this case would be Siemens, so in our product Teamcenter X. So we do all the heavy lifting for you. We handle the infrastructure, the operations, the maintenance, the upgrade. So what you get to do is you focus on your business. You focus on innovating, bringing the products to market and solving your business challenges. And that's no matter your company size. And with cloud-based access, it's available anytime, anywhere. So no matter where you are in the world, so at home, in the office, anywhere. We saw how important that's become over the last year, especially. And so our approach with Teamcenter X is to deliver simplified best practice solutions like those that we cover today. So addressing the PLM fundamentals like cross-domain design management, requirements management, document management, BOM, schedule and program management, and your process management, giving you the tools that you need to get started right away. So if you want to learn more, for more information about the value of PLM and Teamcenter and get into production quickly, I invite you to come visit us on the web and take our 30-day PLM software test drive. And that's at siemens.com/TeamCenterX. In this presentation, Jim and I also referenced some ebooks, and those are published by Lifecycle Insights. Those are also available for you to view and download at siemens.com/best-PLM-strategies.